Hello, happy Sunday everybody. Sunday is one of my favorite days of the week. I like to use the time to get ready for just everything that the week has in store. Sunday is the day that I look at my calendar, I look what I've got planned for the week, and I get into that headspace that I need to be in to tackle it. If it's going to be a really busy week, I might spend some extra time in prayer asking God to please give me the patience and the coping mechanisms to do what I need to do to deal with it. If it's going to be a really relaxing week, spend a little time in gratitude to and just put my mind in that place so that I will be very grateful for having some downtime. Most of all, getting my food ready for the week, writing out my workouts so that I am prepared. When we fail to plan, we can plan to fail. Because what happens when we get home, I'm a busy mom. I have 3 kids, 3 little kids. They go to school, I work. I also run a photography company, so I usually, at night, I am working on editing photos. When I'm not editing photos, I'm working on Zumba choreography. We're doing schoolwork. We're doing a lot of different things. And so it's easy to let the absence of time play a part in excusing any lack of preparation. But I refuse to accept that, and I want to be in control of my life. So the things that I do to prepare for that are things like meal prep and, just taking a little bit of time to write out a grocery list and make sure that we get everything that we need so that I'm not having to run to the grocery store midweek. It also helps save money, which is the topic for another vlog. But today, what I want to talk about is the scale. We're going into the second full week of the new year. A lot of people, once they make resolutions at the very beginning of the year, this is the danger week. This is the week that they're in danger of really falling off and abandoning those goals and going back to some old unhealthy habits. So what I want to talk about, because the scale can be a huge motivator, but it can also be a bigger sabotager of our success. What the scale is doing is it is weighing everything. It's not differentiating between your hair, and if you have really long hair like me, it's heavy. If you were to cut all this hair off of my head, I'd probably lose about 5 pounds. I don't know, maybe that's an overestimation. But it's not differentiating between your bones, your muscle, your blood, fluid, everything in your body. It's taking all those things into consideration. So what you're getting is this lump sum total of everything that you got going on. So when we weigh ourselves, we've been working out really, really hard. We have been making sure that our diet is on point. Maybe we're taking some supplements, maybe we're, taking some vitamins, and we're doing all the right things, getting enough sleep, making sure our stress is under control, drinking enough water. But yet we get on the scale, and then what happens? The scale goes up, and all of a sudden we feel like everything we just did is for naught, right? All of a sudden we start to question everything that we've ever done good for ourselves. And is that really, should we really allow that scale to tell us that we did a good job or not? Is the scale going to be our pat on the back? If we've lost, yeah, sure. But if it goes up, it feels like everything is wrong. It feels like we did really bad. It feels like we failed. So let me explain a little bit about what's happening. When we work out, you are tearing down muscle. Okay, your muscle, in order to allow you, and this is really true for when we lift weights, and for women, when you begin to lift weights, especially as you begin to lift heavy weights, there's going to be a period of time where you are like, oh, they told me I wasn't going to get bulky. Kelly said I wasn't going to get bulky, and all of a sudden now I'm gaining weight. Is this how it starts? No. What happens when we move our body more than we are used to moving it? Whether we're doing cardiovascular exercise like running, whether we're doing anything more, you're pushing your muscles to operate and perform an activity that is more than it is used to. So in order to accommodate that, it's going to tear a little bit. Especially when we weight train. You're tearing muscle fibers down, and then after we weight train, there's a process of building the muscle back up to make it stronger and to make it bigger. So what we see on the outside, because what happens is, sorry, there's like a loud noise out there. I don't know what's going on, but there's children out there. But what is happening is that immediately when the muscle is torn, all these little bitty micro tears, the body immediately looks at that like an injury. because it is. You've torn the muscle in a way. It's a healthy tear, but it is a tear nonetheless. So what the body's going to do is it's going to flood, it's going to send fluid and water and red and white blood cells into that muscle to begin this repair process, because the body looks at the body doesn't look at that and be like, oh, we just did some exercise, it's cool. No, the body's like, oh no, we have an injury, we got to immediately start to repair it. So what happens is it floods that muscle, the muscle gets a little bit bigger, it may swell. This is why we feel really sore after we've worked out, because you've torn some muscles. Hopefully not too bad. But what we see on the outside when we get on the scale is we see that number go up sometimes. And we will immediately freak out and feel like, oh my gosh, I'm gaining weight. What am I doing? What am I doing? But what you're actually seeing is your healthy body at work. Congratulations, your body is working the way that it should. Most likely what's going to happen, your body is it's going to just chill out, the repair is going to happen, and then you'll see that scale dip back down again. This is why you can't just take a one-off weight measurement and think that that's an indication of what you are doing or what you're not doing. A better way to do it is to either weigh yourself every day and take the average of the 7 days, or simply to weigh yourself at the same time every single week, and then over the course of a 6 to 12 week period of time, did it go up, did it go down, and let that be the determinator of whether you were successful with your plan or not. And then you can decide whether you need to tweak or not tweak. Now, if every week you're getting on the scale and it's going up by 5 pounds, 10 pounds, sometimes more, that can be an indication that something else is going on internally that you may want to talk to a doctor about. We don't know. This is why it's also important to go get your Healthy You, or whatever your annual checkup is. Go get it, see your doctor. Your doctor's going to have a better idea about what's going on inside your body than you are. A lot of people walk around feeling like poo all the time, and they're just used to feeling that way, and they're like, nothing's wrong with me, I'm fine. But when they get better, once they go see a doctor and the doctor is able to put them on some medication or whatever it might be, they start to feel better, and they say, oh man, I had no idea, I felt so bad for so long. So we can't ever really know what's going on inside of our body unless we go to a doctor, get that blood drawn, let that doctor take a look at your numbers, because you never know what's going on. A lot of people only start to see symptoms manifest when something really bad has been going on for a really long time. So that's my PSA on going to the doctor once a year, and also my PSA for the scale. The scale is not bad, but do not let it define you. Do not let it be the ruler of your heart and to determine whether or not you've been successful with healthy eating and exercise. I know we get caught up in vanity, and that's all that we're concerned about, but really there's more at stake here. So what you got to do is pay attention, look at the bigger picture, and if you're eating healthier and you're moving your body and you're exercising with both strength training and cardiovascular, you're doing yourself a favor. It ain't all about what the scale says. You're definitely successful in more ways than one. So that's my little Sunday pep talk. If you are starting to fall off the wagon, now's your time to get back on it. All right, y'all be great. Have a wonderful Sunday. Prep some meals and have a good one. Peace out.